Endra, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, MET the press. Na for the very first time, Ghana for yafe Sadi say president Ebetenasi single-handedly. Na yebisa nsem journalist yebisa nsem na wa answer questions ni na. Endra me share from 8 o'clock, but about 9:30 no. Na e was say me kokoya ade enti no me sorry ye ekoye, but I think say 2 hours na e course so ohwe president ni age ni bibia waya ade na we me editorial on how His Excellency John Dramani Mahama answered questions, and baby I feel say wama enidaso baby nso I feel say ho anko ye. I'm going to speak on it. Mo amunime. I'll be truthful as ever, because I owe that to you guys. Answer na me konsem ni so no. Me pese me kenkan journalist ni bia omo ekọ ya mo kwan so omo bisa questions nsem a wo kan. I want us to look at a journalist no. Inti we journalist friend no Kemini. Or say after last night's engagement with us, I am more convinced President John Mahama's legacy will be greatly defined by his honesty with the Ghanaian people. We haven't seen that in a while. To journalists, when someone walk and say, after Enra, we want to say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, no kwarini, amemo we ya wobui, the Ghana for the back kind of ni no kwari. The fact say oye honest, and indeed yesterday Utie na obehun say he was very honest. He was very, very honest. Now, one of the things I mean, Okan Ekra Mika say, ye, Mahama same we are working in Grofo use as propaganda. I know power we who say in Grofo create use, and say he admitted say indeed. Dollar na a share say so 80 a free 16 eba around 10 no. He admitted say the Bank of Ghana they had a hand in it. They interfered. Meanwhile, some weeks ago, Bank of Ghana boss no eba be katre Ghana for say omonye interference bia ema semuni amobeka ya World Bank for is it IMF for say World Bank for ba be katre Ghana for say eba be kan say Bank of Ghana interfere ema me ba be ye ho reaction kra what you say by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama one dream when he saw MPP for the bear propaganda. He admitted say yes indeed Bank of Ghana interfered and all that. Inti no and a journalist neka say odi no kware. He was very honest. Yentie Manase Azori ononso ninsemo a ne asemo a wo kan atiase ohwe Manase Azori a wononso nsemo a wo kan efa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne we ne hu. I see you've been brilliant overall, but disappointing on this menace, Mr. President. And I'm going to speak on that, don't worry. But to Manas in some work, I see generally great and relevant questions from the journalist. The word trying to say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has been brilliant. Send your answer questions, needed your ye piano. Why he was brilliant. And this is what you see. There's one thing I love about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. De bianemi who say, well, yeah. It encourages me more. And that thing is that the man is well informed. Listen, you can't take that away from him. It tells you that Ejumana war, of fun is serious. Enra, he was the only. Mr. Ramo, just give me 1 minute of your time. Let me bring to your attention this important notice. Yeriani at your story so. Na article where I'm reading from Harvard University, one of the best universities in the world. Now, one link abdominal fat to senipa ebewuntem what you say. Now, oba bebisa AI or say ane no kware. Excess belly fat is linked to an increased risk of early death from any cause. Now, to say we fuswa one ya wie bia ebetumi ekun. Enti say utumi find a way to reduce the size of your belly. Naturally say, obetina we asimwache. Na mi ameka se menye doctor. But first no, na mini, na menu for abobo, na mefu, kese. and na me ne mo kase miamini mefu akofom menufu na na abobo eko enyama miensa na meyeye na saa nyama miensa no me dia throw book no ewo comment box ni mu. Don't worry, se wu ni makenkan kra na ya ye book no version bi a eye video a ye trace ye wotwi mu obetumi enye no nso eno ane se wo beto book ni bi na mesrel se o click link na comment box ni mu na we hu way out how to get the book. Don't worry, just WhatsApp me on 055 807 4986 055 807 4986. Shannon son se will be bia wo beka tro se eduro bi wo ho onom ebema wefu atwen bia no oboa bibi say ni ho. Some of us we've tried it didn't work intino yancha story ne so one obi beka so President Akufo-Addo shares ono so ye meet the press. Yes, President Akufo-Addo ye meet the press, but mon konko he meet the press na wo ye no of our ministers eba ho intina journalist ni bisa questions na President Akufo-Addo afre minister and say, hey, minister, we brabe answer. But here His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he was the only one. And now what's it podium ne so. We send the questions now, no otro, no aba. Now his knowledge on every single question. And do a branch be can say, on tias yes, Mahama answer question be a edi asemo na branch ne can no. On tias ye. Say question be a Mahama or answer. Like, every single question he was answering, question be a baby son no, he had idea about it. So I was asking, say, hey, Charlie, Papa, ombrana. And so it tells you that he takes his work very serious. And you can't take that away from him. Question back what we be about Tamale. Ensure crisis be. Now send your answer a question. Me say, hey, inti Papa, what doesn't he know? Just on him to make us about TikTok video once any video be comments and never video na say me say hey na papa own him. And so his knowledge, general knowledge about the country, speaking about the country, knowing things we yenye say oh ekwan we enam ha na fa ha ekwan we yeko say we ni say na say eba we ni yenye sika wa ha next year ye be sha ase just say every single question bia he had an answer. And so for me I had it in that field, that sector, you see there's a level of confidence bia won say yemfa say ofo bi a CEO e wo company na nipa ko no bisa the question be there's a reason why I say ye fo bi e wo adwuma mu a e ko interview, because interview no they want to know your mindset e wo nyama bi so into once you go for the interview now to me answer questions ni na likely so be nya adwuma no. And so the fact that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was able to answer every single question, his idea, you see, aside everything else, it gives that feeling, said the man is competent. It is different, right? And this is me speaking as a neutral person. Maybe NDC need here, but I'm taking the role as a neutral person now. It is different if the person is competent or not. But, Senipa Krono, or you're able to answer questions around every single thing, it gives that feeling that the person is a very competent person. And yesterday, he showcased that. So I'm talking about Inyama so many. And the fact that program people from other sides of the country, were also made to sort of ask questions, right? People also joined from Zoom and other online platforms. Me feel say a boy. What you said, the journalists and all that, no more doors on fire or more. Ebi mo se mo kan say na ke ni kwan say ye invite, but say Mahama ye meet the press. Ni e ka say ye invite journalists. And a hope bomber. What you say? Yeah, ye jina e kran ka ye na e be zi e be ko bi. E ho na be ma. Enti journalists no say omo be drew 100 or say den. And no kran no still enyo mu na no mutumi answer questions. Sorry, enyo mu na no mutumi bisa questions. Because embrace ni ho. What you say? And I know that they understand. Okay, but he answered every single question well, every single question he addressed and all that. What you say? Oh yeah, there. personally, I feel like where I was disappointed, the only side I was disappointed was on the fight of Galamsey. Sorry, on the fight on Galamsey. Mufanjame. The only side I was disappointed, the fight against Galamsey. Right? The fight against Galamsey. That was where I was disappointed. Now, the reason why I'm disappointed in it, I'm not disappointed because I think, say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has lied to Ghanaians. I'm disappointed because, let me just explain what he said. You see, proud to NDC winning, one of the things that now NDC can and they say, Jebe declare state of emergency. In fact, there pressure near they told His Excellency President Akufo-Addo so say yen declare state of emergency your water bodies no and a lot of people supported that. Until now, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama walker so woba obe declare state of emergency your water bodies no so that you be who say your water bodies no oben ho a and a life and death matter. But Obi Bisan the question say, state of emergency, the didn't no buy I won't declare. And it was like Mahama answer wa mine no. I said, as someone know can say, it's like the state of declaring a state of emergency is not really the best option because it comes with other excesses. And Mahama is not the only person at Wakasa. In fact, as he don't get Yampo Akasa no in an interview where you say NDC twintwon from state of emergency be declare no. What you say? Because it looks like they are looking at other side. Now, the reality on the ground, they say yes. Nipa de ye di bibisha unsa. In fact, nansi yana me need a sika bi so say sika bi ba. Me de beye nyamba bi beye nya. Sika ne ba beto me nsemu ana me forget him. Adi we ana me se me de sika ne be kra na masa. Adi kra hu hia sa me fan ko bibi fufuro. Adi ase nipa. Sometimes so unsanka bibia utumi budget me di we beye we me di beye we e ba be kan say we ana say adi we kra chale me de share hanke yo. Sa na nipa te. Intino mitumi hu ne say probably yes, they wanted to declare the state of emergency, but omo ba ya omo aba be hu the reality no. Omo hu ne say state of emergency na bia boni bia e de beba no e too much. Intino yan twentwen so. But eno no ebema we looking so say we can draw. Aside everything else, ebema we looking so say we can draw because what catching say obey no. Aye some way. Into for me, that was the only side I was disappointed. And he answered that it is a process. Fighting Galamsey is a process and all that. You know, Oshe NDC, proud to NDC coming. A lot of people, including my very own MP Sam George, and then my very own man, Okujato Ablakwa, they were saying, say, if President Akufo-Addo wanted to fight Galamsey in just a week, he obeyed to me fighting in just a week, no. As I said, but Mahama answer wa maya na say contrary to the NDC yeka in opposition. Those were just the only thing that me personally a disappointed me kakra. But aside everything else, I think say Mahama has really done well. Wakasa, watre economy, every single side, every single sector, he has done well. The Galamsey, for me, Galamsey is the only way because yes, the dollar Nasha says Airbus Rubium, but he said it. He said it said the real value of the dollar is between like 12 to 16. What you say? And the truth of the matter, they say dollar no krano say from too much sana. In some sector ebwa, but in some sector no so emwa. And then if you understand, and no na ma koko for ebi mo ba be video no mo complaining no because of the dollar rate. In the dollar na ba be do 12 cedis crown koko for no, some of them they are going to see improvement in their money. What you say? And that's also the other side of the dollar. And then ama gold for bi mo so complaining and say obehe no mu ye video boss ami jemfiechi say mo buy no gold no nebo akofom. It was all because of the dollar rate. Inti say dollar no asha say about 12 hono utumi hu ne say eno so ye okay. What you say? So for me personally, I feel say devoid of what I've said in the past and all that, I feel say maybe if the dollar is somewhere around 13 or 14 or 12, 13, 14, it's fair. It helps every single person, right? It helps every single. Inti no banswa ati and all that. So I personally think so. Inti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has also been on record to say the true value of the dollar is between 10 cedis to 16 cedis, right? In between 10 to 16, no, it should settle. Right now, it looks like the dollar is finding its level. Sisia Edu 12. Probably, I expect it to settle around 13 or 14 or whatever. But if it settles there, then we know that this is the value of the dollar going forward. So. What you say? So basically, he also answered question on that and all that. But basically, no, I added the dollar is fairly down. Free education. I feel was strengthen the free education. No more kase Mahama about free education. Obe say no. Oba no. Wamana ye. Oba osha. The inflation. What is the senior nyama bo kosro no. It's easy, and I think that it's also good. And all that. So he really accounted well. And we are expecting to at least every quarter, right? If every quarter he'll be able to, and even if biannually, twice every year, he'll be speaking with the media, and then they'll be asking questions, not be answering this here, and come many beji. Anyway, one time while you in our comment box, ni mo me